Have you ever wondered about the precise moment a landlord can legally ask a tenant to leave, especially when things do not go as planned? Understanding these rules is not just for landlords, but for tenants too, because clear boundaries help everyone navigate rental living successfully. A landlord can legally evict a tenant primarily when the tenant breaches the terms of their lease agreement or local tenant laws. The most common reasons include non-payment of rent, violating lease clauses like no pets or unauthorized occupants, causing significant damage to the property, or engaging in illegal activities. The core mechanism behind eviction is rooted in property law, specifically the lease agreement, which is a legally binding contract. Landlords generally cannot just decide to evict someone on a whim. There must be a documented breach of the agreement or a violation of tenant-landlord law, which varies significantly by location. Each state, county, and city has its own specific regulations regarding what constitutes a valid reason for eviction and the procedures that must be followed. These laws are designed to protect both the landlord's property rights and the tenant's right to peaceful enjoyment of their home, ensuring a fair process for all parties involved. To initiate an eviction, a landlord must follow a strict legal process. This typically begins with serving the tenant a formal written notice, clearly stating the reason for eviction and a deadline for the tenant to either correct the violation or vacate the property. If the tenant fails to comply, the landlord can then file an eviction lawsuit with the local court. It is crucial for landlords to adhere to every step of this legal protocol, as any misstep could lead to delays or even the dismissal of their case. An important insight is that many jurisdictions offer different types of notices, such as a pay or quit notice for non-payment, a cure or quit notice for lease violations, or an unconditional quit notice for severe offenses. Understanding which notice applies to a specific situation is paramount. Furthermore, some areas requiring landlords to have just cause for eviction even after a lease term ends, adding another layer of complexity that goes beyond common knowledge. Ultimately, knowing the specific grounds for eviction and the required legal procedures empowers both landlords to protect their investment and tenants to understand their rights and responsibilities. This clarity helps maintain a stable and predictable rental environment for everyone, avoiding unnecessary disputes and fostering mutual respect.